Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon, my friends. Today is Saturday. I'm doing right now triple cam, Canon R with Canon 35mm, Canon 80D with Tamron 18 200mm plus Sony A7 II with Sony Zeiss 2470mm. Fotógrafo, Joe Studio, Manhattan, New York City. Welcome to my studio. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon, my friends. Today is Saturday. I'm doing right now treble cam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good afternoon, my friends. Today is Saturday. I'm doing right now treble cam, Canon R with Canon 35mm, Canon 80D with Tamron 18 200mm plus Sony A7 II with Sony Zeiss 2470mm. Fotógrafo, Joe Studio, Manhattan, New York City. Welcome to my studio. Let's talk about photography. Are you impressed with the aesthetically Let's talk about photography again. Do you want to create the same thing, but think only professionals can do it? Just like any video in Instagram, YouTube, commercial sites. Internet and mobile phones are so advanced that anyone become a video maker or blogger from scratches. In this guide, we will share with you everything to master the basics of video production very quickly, from camera setting to composing with a video and photo editor. By mastering all this, you will learn to turn the raw photo shots into an effective story. Whether for a clothing brand or a lifestyle blog, by the way, the best software for post-processing is Fotógrafo Joe, and we encourage you to try it. The basic of videography. What should you know? Videography for beginner, mastering essential tips and techniques. I Skylum blog before we will immerse into the main techniques. Let's find out the nature of videography. Unlike film production, it's more focused on shooting real events or situations. It mainly covers wedding, interviews, storytelling, product advertising, video, tutorials, travel experience, etc. There is a certain sense of spontaneity in live videos, while movie depicts an imaginary world, sometimes with fantastic effects, where everything from acting to pops is realized according to a fictional scenario. Planning. This is a very important stage because it helps plan shots, screens, and other aspects effectively. Here, video makers determine the purpose and the scope of the project, create a script, select suitable locations, development the shooting schedule, and decide what equipment is needed. Shooting. This is a stage at which the plane turns into reality. It includes work with the camera, light, and gathering raw video materials at certain locations. Editing footage. This is where the real magic of composing the footage into the coherent and impressive video product with the help of a professional video editor and the best beginner photo editing software begins. Camera. Camera for beginnings, mastering essential tips and techniques. I Skylum Blog 3. Here are some types of camera that help you to create amazing video story already at first. Smartphone camera, point and shoot camera, mirrorless or DSL camera, play around the camera setting. After you have prepared the necessary equipment for videography, for beginners, feel free to go video shooting before recording the video. Be sure to set up the camera. Don't really too much on the auto mode, as it doesn't always allow you to get true colors and nice picture in the frame. So experiment with the manual setting. They are the key to successful videography. Thank you very much, my friends. Have a good day. Bye. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Photography is not the only way to capture the world, but it certainly is one of the most effective. Look no further than the nearest social media feed, news station, magazine, article, or book cover to see it. Photographs have power. If you want to harness that power and learn how to take the best possible photos, welcome to Photography Basics, the beginner's guide. This comprehensive tutorial explains the fundamental concepts you should know about photography from start to finish. Why we wrote Photography Basics? Where would you go if you wanted to learn the most important basics of photography, starting formation? But as good as the internet is for answering questions, it's not always geared towards studying a large topic from start to finish. After operating photography life for more than a decade, we decided it was time to fill this gap for beginner photographers. As we see it, people should be able to start learning photography with a little to no prior knowledge. Dig down for a bit and emerge with a solid understanding of the most important concepts. So, Photography Basic, a complete free online guide to photography, was born. Where to begin? Photography Basic is like a book, and it reads from front to back. Each chapter of the guide builds on prior chapters. If you start at the very beginning and work your way through, the information will follow naturally and in the right order. However, if you want to learn something more specific, you are welcome to skip ahead to a later chapter. Here is the overall organization of the guides. Photography Basic Organization, Photography Basics. Introduction. What is photography? Shutter speed, aperture, ISO, composition, metering, camera modes, focusing, flash, camera setting, how to take sharp pictures, photography tips for beginners, photography ideas. What is photography? Photography is the art of capturing light with a camera using via a digital sensor or film. To create an image with the right camera equipment, you can even photograph wavelengths of light invisible to the human eye, including ultraviolet, infrared, and radio. Number 1, discuss the lighting. Lighting can make or break the portrait. Discuss the lighting with the model. Explain the principles to non-professional models to avoid a badly lit face, and guide the professional to get the best result. Number 2, make time for creativity. Running a portrait business is 90% regular good shots and 10% creativity. Always have a creative idea for a shoot after you have done the regular portrait. These are the shots that become viral and are picked up by social media and will help you promote you without any extra efforts. Number 3, ask before sharing images. Always ask clients permission before sharing these portraits on social media, even if you are legally allowed to share your work. But be careful sharing kids' portraits. Number 4, adapt to face shape. Narrow or bored faces can be priority in an exaggerated or flattering way. Choose optical wisely, use a longer focal length from farther away to widen the narrow face. The use shorter focal length shoots closer to the face to narrow it down. Use shadow to sculpt or create Asians. Number 5, use slight distortion. Create unusual portrait by using distortion to your advantage, using 15mm lens on a full frame camera from a distance of around 1 meter from the model's face will create an intense portrait through slight distortion.
In Nurisha Farms, we sell quality items, especially in our deli department. We have a world-renowned chef, Mr. Joe. He has his training from Rome, Italy, born in Egypt, but he got this training in the cuisine in Rome. So he's a very, very, very top chef. And he makes a great lunch and dinner in our hot food bar. Please stop by our store and try our food. It is delicious.